Join TWR in 2023. Wednesday, midweek SITREP. TWR is your one-stop shop. Top trades for today, our PayPal roll that we did on 20 December. Today we cashed out for $595 per contract and over 270%. Definitely a killer fire trade right there. And the beast, Baba, paid huge today, guys. Look at that. We went ahead and closed out at $925. Our entry was $83, guys. I'm telling you, that was a fantastic trade. That's over 1,000% right there. And definitely, we banked hard, over $800 per contract. Congratulations to everyone that got into the trade. And if you want monster trades like this, all you got to do is join the team and come trade with me, guys. The links are in the description. Quit wasting that money that's not making money and join today. What's hot and what's not? Markets fluctuated today, all ended up green, and definitely had a nice closing at the market bell during power hour. So we'll see what the market gives us tomorrow. Hopefully we have another green bull day so we can make money on our calls. Here's your sector performance. Everything was green on the day, and your two ones that are green over the year are energy and utilities, so we're definitely paying attention to those. Also, we're looking at real estate. Real estate had a banging day today. Real estate likes to jump and then dump, so we'll be looking for potentially rejection on the real estate side of the house. Here's your buy-sell ratio of the biggest tickers. Of course, Tesla, Apple, Amazon are all in there. Starbucks had a lot of sells, so potentially we'll be looking to go long on some shorts on Starbucks. I know that doesn't make sense, but we'll go further out with some swing puts, basically. Microsoft kind of 50-50. Comms, TQQQ, definitely put these on your watch list because these are all high-flying and big movers. And here's your top trending stocks, and we'll cover some of these when we get into the stocks and chart section. But definitely, we pay attention to this because this is giving us the motivation and the potential catalyst movements based off of volume and price action. Moving on to the news, FTX back as the top news. The former top lawyer Daniel Friedberg said he cooperated with the U.S. prosecutors as they investigated the crypto firm's collapse. A source familiar with the matter said, adding pressure on founder Sam Bankman-Fried, who was arrested on criminal fraud charges last month. Guys, basically what's coming down is they're stating that there's evidence, and pretty solid evidence, that everyone in the top echelons were in the know on basically old school embezzlement with new age technology. So definitely we're paying attention to this, and we'll see how this unfolds. Next top story about the federal minutes that came out today. A look at the day ahead in European and global markets. The eagerly anticipated Fed minutes arrived and failed to surprise, with markets broadly shrugging it off, the hawkish tone, and still pinning for a rate cut sometime this year. So what happens is there wasn't anything out of the normal. It was a hawkish tone, but there were some dovish underlinings inside of there, adding to, some understanding of market conditions, stuff like that. So the market basically was like, you know what, we're going to take a little dump, sell off, and take some profit, and then it rebounded very nicely. So I'm hoping that we continue to pressure to the upside going into the market tomorrow, because this news is nothing that we weren't expecting. It was pretty much already priced in, other than the knee-jerk reaction at the point when the federal minutes came out. And Amazon is in the news. So Amazon CEO says job cuts will exceed 18,000. The layoffs will now increase to more than 18,000 as part of the workforce reduction it previously disclosed, the CEO said in a public statement. Guys, so anytime you get these big, huge corporations that are laying off tons of people, guys, this goes into overhead budget and increases margin potential for profits. So we're going to actually take this as kind of a bullish signal on the underlying stock, and we're going to probably look for some calls on this one pushing out a couple weeks. Stocks I like for trades. All right, first up, we're going to go ahead and look at SPY. We like SPY because it definitely gives a great bang for your buck. We're hoping that we get a little bit of an upswing on SPY going into trading market tomorrow and closing out. However, we got our trigger set, so anything 384.25 or above, we're looking for some calls. Anything below 382.50, we're probably going to think about some swing puts with some downtrend pressure. BABA was absolutely a monster for us and definitely looking for some continuation. So my top trigger there, if we can break above that solidly, we'll look to probably get into another trade and potentially get some continuation to the upside. However, BABA likes to peak up very quickly and then retract and cool down a bit, so we got our bottom level trigger right there. So if we start to peak below and close on either a 5-minute or a 15-minute chart would be best below the 102.50 area, we're probably going to think about potentially some swing puts coming back down to retest that $100 area. Microsoft definitely ranging on the downside after the downgrade for some analysts. We got a nice trigger area here, so anything above 230 we're looking for potentially some calls, and we're looking at anything below 225 for a push down to 220 and even 215. However, we'll definitely be playing this off the day, utilizing the moving averages and seeing where we roll so we can get some of that momentum push, either rejection from this level to go retest before we come back down, or a dramatic push to the downside to go see if we can find some support. This is an interesting stock, Racy, and the name fits what happened to it very perfectly. This was a race to a very sharp push, but it gives us a nice inside bar. Now what we're doing with this particular inside bar is we're going off for the full thickness of the outside bar or the mother bar, and we're just putting our triggers there. So basically we're looking for 33.35, 33.50, anything above that for some potential calls to the upside or going long, and we're looking at anything below $24, maybe $24.75 or $23.75. We're looking for some short positions if we start to retract and cover some of the push that we got. $15 seems to be about the range where it was consolidating at, so we're paying attention to that level. However, if we stay elevated, we could definitely make some money off the volatility and a push to the upside. Amazon, I'm bullish on this one. I got my top level there, which is the one I'm really looking for. We're going to probably look for calls, especially with them cutting 18,000 jobs. That does nothing but improve their margins. And from a business standpoint, investors like that when the company itself will be bringing in more money since they were overinflated on staff anyways. But we got our lower trigger as well, so if we start to close below 85.50, I would say, then we're going to start thinking potentially retracing some of the downward pressure and some of those lower levels. And the final stock I got for you today is XOM. We definitely got the high level trigger right there at 107, looking for any type of solid break on a 5 or 15-minute chart above that for some calls. And we got our lower level 105.56, 105.50, about area range, and we're looking for some downward pressure if we start to peak below that area. Energy has done very well the past year. However, it's starting to downtrend a little bit, and so we want to catch the momentum and the trend so we can make money off of this going both ways. So definitely paying attention to these fast moving energy plays like XOM. All right, team, that's it. A couple admin notes. We got a class this Sunday. Guys, I want you to come with us on the new year and new you in 2023, and I'm going to teach you guys how to utilize the best indicators and technical analysis that are working with this current market. The markets fluctuate from time to time. What worked in 2022 and 2021 may not be working in 2023, but we got some pretty good indicators and some pretty good technical analysis that is keeping Traders War Room on track and getting those killer plays. If you want the secrets, I'll see you in class on 8 January at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, $15, and you get to keep the recording. The link is in the description, or you can go to the website. And our fourth formal options trading fundamental course is now taking registrations, and we start next week. Guys, if you are serious about trading and you're serious about wanting to be a total trader and really be consistently profitable, then this course right here is worth it for you, okay? It is an in-depth course, 5 weeks long, 2 classes per week, one-to-one interaction with the instructor, student-led virtual classroom. We spared no expenses with this. Basically, it's an online education on how to trade, everything about options fundamentals, guys, from the cradle to the grave. If you're serious about your trading, definitely register today, get spun up, and I'll see you in class next week. And with that said, remember, guys, make the market bend the knee in 2023. Join TWR and bow to no one. The link is in the description or on the website at traderswarroom.com. Let's go to war.